Hey everyone, welcome. We are out on the beautiful Brisbane River behind the Nautique GS20, and today we are testing out our foils for this summer. So we've got a range of foils from Armstrong, new ones from Wakefoil and Ronix as well. So we're going to be testing them out, see how they go, and we're going to be ranking them beginner, intermediate, advanced, so you guys can jump on the right foil for this summer. Alrighty everyone, we have just been out on the water and testing out all our foils for this summer, and going really well. Had an absolutely cracking day. A lot of different foils from a few different companies, and now we're gonna pretty much rank them from easiest to ride, from our beginner foils all the way to our highest end advanced foils.
Yep.
So we're gonna start off Liquid Force launch foil. The easiest foil to get up on, hands down. There's nothing else out there that rides as easy and as stable and as smooth as the launch, in our opinion. Yeah, I think well, you'll watch Ryan ride it. What were your thoughts on it? Like,
yeah, no, it was good. The launch board makes a big difference, being like neutrally buoyant. So it's easy to sort of sink the board as you're getting up. You're not getting that drag, so you're not shooting out of the water. It's pretty easy to roll over and get the board flat, so you come out of the water nice and slowly.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, no, it's just a real good beginner stable setup. Yeah. You still sort of even ride the wave on it a little bit.
Yeah, like that's what was the most surprising thing, was that you watch Ryan, he had the rope slack the entire time you're riding second wave back.
And that was with the mast all the way back.
All the way back. So obviously if you're beginners, we want it towards the back. So yeah, I think that is like an absolute must in the boat quiver now.
Yeah.
Like if you're having a day out in the boat, you normally have your knee boards and all this whatever for your first timers, the launch foil. If you want to get people up on a foil, launch foil, easiest. And then moving up, something that kind of bridges that gap, going from complete beginner then to our intermediate kind of setup, something that kind of links those two kind of skill levels together, I would definitely say would be the S1 setups by Armstrong. The fact that we have 4 different size wings, it's all modular, so we can upgrade our wings as we go up. But even then, like we rode the 1800 and the 1550, so the 1850, the 1550 and the 1250. You could learn on the 1850 and even the 15.
Yeah, you could even learn on 1250, to be honest.
Yeah, it's lighter, right?
Yep, just on maybe like a slightly bigger board.
Yeah.
On a 1250, have the mast, fairly back on the tracks.
Yeah.
And then
So the S1 1850 felt super stable.
Yep.
Awesome, plenty of lift. Great for first wave. If you can pump, it still does pump to second wave. Like Ryan still pumped it to second wave, it was still good for that. But then when we went to the 1500 and the 1250, that is more of our intermediate riders.
A little more efficient through the water.
Yeah, definitely.
It's look more aggressive in the turns. So.
Yeah, 100%. So more of our intermediate foil would be that 1250 or the 1550 size, more towards our intermediate stuff, whereas the 1850 and the 2450 would be more towards our lower end intermediate, higher end beginner riders. And then we had a crack at the Ronix Balance Foil. I was pretty surprised on. Like it was pretty efficient through the water. It was fast and it was pretty loose on the tail. That's more than what I noticed.
That was the 1300.
That was the 1300 balance. So the 1600 balance for someone my size would probably be a bit better suited, I think.
Stable,
yeah, I found the 1300, someone my size, didn't quite have the lift I wanted. It was a little bit twitchy side to side. I'm not a fantastic foiler, you'll see the footage of it. But yeah, not like a looser tail, so if you like that flowy, surfy feel, carvy feel, you probably lean a bit more towards the balance feels like it's got a slightly tighter turning radius, so more towards our higher end intermediate riders and our advanced riders. Probably wouldn't mind the Balance 1300 in my opinion. And then we were very lucky for Tom from Liquid Force to come down today and test out the new Liquid Force Horizon and the Stratus. So we
tried out
the Horizon 1200, Carbon Horizon 1200.
Yeah, the 12.
Yeah, 1200. Yeah, 1200. It's the same size as last year. It's a completely new setup. Check our video with Tom from Liquid Force to see all the new updates with the Liquid Force foil setups. But yeah, 1200, super loose rear tail, full carbon fuselage, carbon mast, carbon reinforced board. Personally, it was too good for me. It was like breaking in a horse. It was absolutely gnarly to try to ride that thing. But you put someone that is an advanced rider, like Ryan, on it, and you'll see the clips. It's a fantastic foil in my opinion.
Yeah, it seems like they've just changed the shape up a little bit, made it a little bit of a higher aspect.
Yeah.
So it's not as deep.
Yeah, that's what Tom said. It's gone from like a low aspect to a mid to high aspect.
Yeah.
More of a mid aspect wing.
Yeah. So yeah, a little bit faster through the water, more efficient again. So we're riding with the, what was that tail called? Glide tail. That was a smaller tail.
Yeah.
A pretty short fuse. I'm not sure exactly how.
Yeah.
So it was really good in the first wave. Real carvy, and snap your turns and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's definitely a flowy front wave.
Yeah.
Foil.
Yeah. It's not a pumping wing.
Yeah. If you like that flowy surf style front wave type of foil setup, Carbon Horizon 1200. Now there are other sizes, so the bigger sizes in the Carbon Horizons, even though we didn't ride them, I would feel like I'd be fine.
Yeah.
I felt just like the 1200 was a little bit too small for me, someone my size and my ability level. However, the bigger...
I can't remember what is it, a 1550?
I think it's a 1550.
So I think that would be better for linking waves.
Yes, just a little
riding that 1200, yeah, I reckon you'll just get a little bit more lift.
Yeah. A little bit more left for sure. And then if you do want to link waves, the Armstrong HAs, the new HAs that have been out for a few months now, but that would be the wings to go for. We tried the 980 and the 880, and if you are wanting to link waves as a bit more of an intermediate rider, someone that's not quite as good and doesn't quite have everything on point, 980.
Yeah.
Or someone that's a bit heavier, my size, 980.
Yep.
Unreal. I think we rode it with the Dart.
I rode it with the Flow.
With the Flow rear tail. But yeah, if you're wanting to link waves together, Armstrong 980. Or if you're a better rider, a bit towards more of our advanced style of rider, like Ryan, what were your thoughts on the 880?
Yeah, so the 880 is a little bit more maneuverable. Like, it's not as big a wing, so it's better for the first wave, but then again, still pumps really well, so you can link, I don't know, third,
fourth wave back on that 880.
No worries, yeah.
I don't think you'd go too much smaller than the 880. For behind the boat, I think a 780, which is the next size down, might be a little bit too small. You might lose out on.
I think it would still be good in the first wave.
Still be good in the first wave, but it would lose out on the lift, and you get better maneuverability for the front wave, but you'd lose out on the glide and efficiency on pumping if you want to go to the second wave.
Yeah.
Just from talking to riders that have ridden the 780 behind the boat. And then something that is in that 700 squared centimeters is the new Stratus 725 high aspect from Liquid Force that we tested out today. I didn't ride it. I didn't even have an attempt at it because that thing looked gnarly. It looked so small. But you rode that.
Yeah, I rode it in the first wave. It was like a really aggressive wing.
Yeah.
But yeah, had a really high stall speed.
Yes.
So.
Anything like if you, from what it looked like, if you came off the wave and you didn't maintain speed and glide, it just...
Which, that probably just comes down to the 725.
Yeah.
So they do a 950 in that range as well.
Yeah.
Which I think would be a lot better.
Yeah, I'd be keen to try the 950. I think would be a good wing.
That 725, that was pretty good in that first wave. You could really...
Watching Tom at the end there absolutely just shred on this 725 Stratus, and yeah, he was like, yep, that's my wing setup for behind the boat. Like, I think we only had 50% ballast too.
Yeah.
Like, barely any ballast for behind the boat.
Yeah, well, I was riding without ballast.
Yeah, without ballast, exactly. So, well, there you have it, guys. That is all the foils that we are stocking for summer. And honestly, there's a massive range, and there's a foil for absolutely anybody. Like, if you think, oh, this foiling thing, it's too hard, it's too expensive, there is foils at a good budget price with good performance. There's foils at a higher price with higher performance, and then there's stuff in between. So hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us on our socials, Instagram, Facebook, and see more of these reviews. And yeah, if you want to check out how to get up on a foil now that you are going to buy one, check out our how-to series on YouTube, and we'll catch you later.
Sweet.